At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Murphy. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Harrison. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker moving a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now Austin.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The play fake. Harrison. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play action. Harrison. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Allen. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Off the play fake. Harrison. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Off play action. Harrison. Locates Claypool. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he'll get this to Lazard. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Dolphins. Allen Lazard, 56 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Harrison. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The tight end Henry here in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Yeah, pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off the play fake. Harrison. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So the good return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, Allen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw.
Harrison. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris,
the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Miami. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special team. Down shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on 1st down, Harrison. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Harrison. He gets it complete to Harris. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Looking to throw. Harrison setting up the screen. Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Carter straight ahead. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. receiver complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Give up the middle to Carter.
And he stopped immediately there.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the gun on 3rd down.
Harrison, back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the floor and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Steelers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.